Curiously Calm with Curious George. This is George. He is a good little monkey and always very curious. George feels curious every day. He also feels happy, sad, excited, angry, scared, and calm. George is glad to have so many feelings, especially the ones that feel good. But not all of George's feelings feel good. In fact, some of his feelings are quite unpleasant. George knows he can't make these feelings go away, but he can make them smaller. The best way to make an unpleasant feeling smaller is to breathe. But George already breathes all the time. He breathes when he is angry, and when he is frightened, and when he is sad. He breathes when he is awake and asleep, and still, he sometimes feels bad. The kind of breathing George does all day and all night won't help him with his feelings, but special breathing will. George thinks about something he loves. Cake. The cake is covered in frosting and candles. He breathes in slowly and deeply through his nose. His imaginary cake smells wonderful. Then, whoosh! George lets out all his breath. Blowing out imaginary candles makes George feel better, so he decides to do it again. Sniff, whoosh. He wonders what else he can do to make unpleasant feelings smaller. He can try different things for different feelings. When George feels angry, he can walk away. He can also play with a pet. Their soft fur helps him feel peaceful. And he can talk to a trusted friend, especially one who listens well. But what about when he is scared? When George is scared, he can try to be brave, but sometimes that is hard. When George is alone or doing something he's never done before, he doesn't feel brave at all. When he is scared, there's another trick George can try. He can do just a bit of the hard thing, and then just a little bit more. George feels proud of himself when he is brave. George is curious about one more feeling. It's the way he feels when he makes a mistake, or his friends are too busy to play, or things don't go the way he wanted. When George feels sad, he can take some special breaths. He can talk to someone he loves, and then he can do something fun. George can make something, play a game, look at his favorite book. But George doesn't feel sad right now. He doesn't feel angry, and he doesn't feel scared. After thinking about so many feelings, George feels tired. But he knows just what to do about that. He can rest and eat a healthy snack, and find pictures in the clouds. So that's what George does. And then he feels better. The